These are tales of danger and the pursuit of endless riches. Adventurers and heroes from all parts of the world charging into the unknown, setting steel and magic against the most impossible foes, with each time wondering if this would be the last. Storms gather on the horizon, and evil rises from the waters of despair. These are tales of endless adventure. These are the Awakened Fables.
Alright, welcome back to Mysts of Typertheria. As of last session, the crew had finally made it to the port and the town of Fubury. They had a lot of misadventures on the sea, dealing with raiders as well as the occasional pirate or two. Just before they had arrived within the visual range of Fubury, they'd been attacked by lizard folk raiders that had damaged their ship almost beyond repair. With the quick-acting versatility of their mounted paladin. No, sorry, barbarian.
No, paladins, right?
No,
but
paladin,
I don't think I did anything.
You managed to thwart the enemy and make them flee. And by the end of it, the ship, the North Booty, had finally made it to port. And this is where we begin. You have just finished your week's rest here in the very barbaric town of Fubury that some of you have found has no value in coin, but rather all of their trade methods and commerce dealt with your strength in skill or just plain brute power. Alright, so let's begin. You are currently in Fubury, where there are plenty of arenas, as you have seen throughout the town. You stayed...
I forgot my downtime.
What was that?
I forgot to do my downtime.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, but that's alright. You can do it this time around. It has been a while.
Yeah. I mean, in the town of arenas, I think there's only one thing that Divine Speaker would do.
The arena. No. You would go to the temple, right?
Yeah, I just go to like a tea shop, maybe have some high tea. No, arena crawl.
All right. I'll just wait for your rolls.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. So you're currently in the town of Fubury. Some of you have survived the challenges, and others have taken a beating. Mithra had found the lovely set of stables near the coastline on a set of cliffs over this area over here. There is also an attached arena next to said stables. However, you had found another method to trade with them to get passage. But ultimately, this part of town, or this particular town itself, is just a place where you need to pass so that you can get to the the coppersmith Avery. What would you guys like to do?
Well, do we have any other business in town?
I don't think so, but it might be a good idea to ask the townsfolk if they've seen or heard anything from the area. Maybe someone's from there or been around there. How far is it from here to the Coppersmith Aviary?
It would take.
Could we ask Magnus and Dimbor?
Oh, they're people now.
They are now
people.
dwarves. Armored and equipped dwarven men now. And Mithra has her pony back that she paid for, and we have a chicken.
I still have chicken.
For food, or?
I don't know, I'm a bit torn.
I rescued the chicken, thank you. You're not just going to eat the chicken. Just because it's not Magnus anymore doesn't mean that it doesn't deserve life.
I look at Divine Speak.
I mean, what else are you going to do with
It's up to the chicken.
it? Do you know what it wants to do now that it can no longer speak?
Do you know? Do you think it wants to get eaten?
I mean, at least it would serve a purpose at that point.
Do you think it really wants to serve that sort of a purpose?
I don't think it's got the capacity to understand purpose in life.
I still don't think it wants to get eaten.
I mean, nothing wants to get eaten, but there is a food chain.
We can hold on to it as a mascot for now until we're hungry, I guess.
That's a good idea. It's always good to have spare food.
Fresh food.
Anyway, so even though we are now accompanied by these lovely dwarves, do we want to check and make sure that no one else is missing? In case that maybe there could be more dwarf animals around?
Missing from where? The Coppersmith Aviary?
Yes.
Well, do we know every single dwarf that lives there?
No, but maybe the people who do live there do.
But they wouldn't have been there for a while now. They may not know.
We can ask.
I don't believe Magnus knew that Dimbor was changed.
This is true.
Well,
I guess-
I'm going to have a look at the livery anyway.
At the what?
The stables.
Oh.
Alright, so you're heading to the stables, Mithra?
Yep.
Are we heading there with the intent of heading off, packing up and heading off? What's the intent of the stables?
My intent is to go there and see if there are any more dwarf animals.
Oh, okay. And can we not kill two birds with one stone then?
I mean, have we asked Dimbor and who was the other one?
Magnus.
Magnus. Dimbor, Magnus, do you know of any other? How did you come to go missing? If you don't mind me asking, if I haven't asked before.
Look, lass. Thanks for making us back to normal. So this is Dimbor talking. Magnus is still kind of upset that his armor is not as prestigious as Dimbor's.
Did they fight each other for it? Like sort of a.
I had to fight someone for their armor.
But we, both of us, don't actually know how the clansmen or how any of us have disappeared from our aviary. All I can tell you is what I remember. I was fighting the horde of goblins in our Avery, our main Avery vent shaft. Then I was put unconscious by some sort of projectile, and then I woke up a horse.
Pony.
Okay, so you wouldn't know if any of your brethren were missing as well.
No, I don't. Perhaps Magnus knows. I'm not talking! I want your armor!
We'll get you better armor once we get back to the Avery.
Yeah, surely you dwarves can make better objects back in
And
your
this-
forges.
And this town's all a bit soft in the head. They won't accept gold.
Aye, it's a very odd town. Using fists and... Where's the order in this town? Huh?
We'll sort you out with some better armor once we get you home.
Alright. They agree, so they both nod. Magnus is still Magnus. And as you're climbing the hills to the cliff face of this stable area, you notice that barely anyone seems to travel up this far into town. As you arrive to the stables, you can see that they don't have your typical animals for hire or for sale. Mithra, you've been here before. You can see that they do not hire out horses for travel. Instead, they have three types of animals: winged animals, sea-based animals, and ones that are heavily armored. So there's a rhino, an elephant, 2 hippogriffs, and a giant frog. What do you do?
I want to slide over to Divine Speaker as subtly as possible. Hey, so you know how they use fists and stuff? You're pretty strong, right?
I like to think that I am.
Well, don't you think a hippogriff would be useful?
Potentially.
Saying.
Who's in charge of the stable, I guess?
Tabaxi.
Okay. Greetings, friend. Are these creatures for sale
Greetings.
or rent?
They are indeed for sale or for hire.
Okay.
And what does a lovely lady like yourself want with any kind of mounts as dangerous as these?
I mean, one of these mounts could prove very useful in battle.
I see. Well, if you've been in town, you know the price for these creatures, do you not?
Very well, and I'll punch him.
Nice.
Make
Love it.
your strength check, please, or make an attack roll.
Just a flat, or just a regular attack roll.
Unarmed.
Yeah. Here we go. Unarmed strike.
punch her. She falls to the ground. She gets back up.
Very strong indeed. Well, you have won your challenge, even though you did not formulate a challenge for what you were going to win. Which mount would you like, strong one?
The hippogriff looks very interesting.
Here you go.
Thank you. And I'll lead the hippogriff off with the rest of the group.
The hippogriff looks at you.
Mm-hmm. Do I punch it?
and You can see a.
Do I need to punch it?
You can see it glare at you, and it seems to think that it's superior. You're gonna have to punch it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, even harder.
Oh
It's
boy.
even harder. You can see it being obstinate, trying to be the leader, the alpha, and you essentially clock it on the side of the beak, and you can see a tear starting to emerge from its right eye. It just like lowers his head to your superior strength. You have gained a hippogriff.
Nice.
So cool.
And would anyone else want any of my services?
Well, do we want another hippogriff? Or do we want something else?
Might I ask where you would be heading? It is
Up into the
odd
mountains,
that
friend.
anyone would want a flying mount if they're heading out to sea.
We're heading up into the mountains, friend.
I see.
Well, friends, do we want another mount? Shall I test my metal?
I'm not particularly interested in receiving another punch in the face, but
I believe in you. You can do it. I know you can.
I'm just gonna try and slash her in the face with my claws.
Go ahead. Make your strength check or athletics check.
Yeah, good. If you roll a d20 on D&D Beyond and it comes up with a B,
Oh, you didn't roll it with the extension. I saw it come up as a 19, but you didn't roll it in the thing. In the roll 20.
I haven't got roll 20 open yet.
Oh, that will help.
Yeah. There's your problem.
Right there.
Why won't this TV turn on?
That's gonna take some time. What is the B if it comes up? Oh, yeah, so 19.
So 19? Alright.
Yeah.
You make a strike. She does not fall down.
Unfortunately, that is not strong enough.
And then she punches you. So
I didn't want this.
you now have to withstand this Tabaxi's attack. (22) against AC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ouch.
or I'd like to cast shield as
that
a
doesn't help.
reaction.
I don't think that helps.
Differing combat. Oh,
Because it's
Yeah, no,
17 plus 5 is 22. That still you still get
Yeah,
hit.
I still hit you.
my AC is 18.
Oh, it's 18. I thought it was 17.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the amulet.
You cast shield. It blocks her punch, then she says,
That's an illegal move. Magic
Well-
is prohibited from such strength challenges. Next
You
customer.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
County will walk forward and bow to her. And say, friend, I'd like to test my metal for one of your rhinos.
A rhino, you say? Well, you can choose the challenge. You don't have to strike. It is quite barbaric.
What do you prefer?
How about a lifting challenge?
Aye?
There are stones over there.
so there are 3 stones over to the side,
Mhm.
next to her stable. There's a relatively small one, about the size of a chest, a medium-sized one, which is like the size of a crate, and then a large one, the size of a rhino.
Mm-hmm. Which one do you suggest, friend, or is it my choice?
You're the challenger. You can choose.
I'll drop my pack and place my shield against it, lean the warhammer up against it, and walk to the middle one.
I see. And how many of these stones will you be lifting? 1, perhaps 2?
Oh, I figured I just had to choose a weight category. If it's one after the other, I'll start on the wee one.
Let's go then.
Make a strength check. You will need, or athletics. You will need a 15 or higher to lift it, if it's just one.
Here goes nothing.
You have trouble lifting it. She walks up, and she shows you how it's done. She also has trouble lifting it.
It's my grip. You're having trouble with your grip on this one. It's wee slippy.
Well,
Morning
I've just
Dew, I
been
think.
struck by 2 creatures.
I think it's the morning dew. Shall we both try this one again?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you kind of lift it off the ground, but it doesn't count for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she lifts it over her head.
It seems
See,
I win the challenge. Next customer.
I've wiped off all the dew on my hands. You got lucky. Stomp off. I'll walk up to Mithra and tap her on the shoulder and go, "You got this, lass," and cast guidance.
What have you done?
Sorry, what?
If, what sort of challenges have you got here that maybe don't include punching?
That doesn't include punching. And we have 3 challenges here. We have lifting, arm wrestling, and the obstacle course.
Obstacle course?
Yes, it is quite challenging.
I'm happy to give that a go.
Well, be my guest. I will prepare it for you. If you can make 1 lap of this rather simple obstacle course that uses much strength and skill, then you can have your wager, whatever it might be.
Okay.
So what are you asking for? Are you asking for a mount? Are you asking for information?
No, I'm asking for a mount.
A mount? Okay. The rhino or a different mount?
Do I have to disclose that at this stage?
No. Essentially, you're just saying, I want one of your mounts.
Yeah.
Here's the obstacle course. It's quite simple.
She shows you the obstacle course is essentially a lap around her arena. There will be certain obstacles that you will need to either push or lift or overcome, such as climbing a wall.
And just want to leave over to Myrtle. She said no magic, right?
Oh, I think you can answer that one, sweetie. Did anyone hear me say that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
So, Myrtle had used magic, and this Tabaxi stable master has essentially shooed her away because of a violation of not using strength and using trickery instead. Magic magic can be used so long as the one judging does not see it.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do?
I mean, is the obstacle course timed?
It is not timed, but if you're bruised, bloodied, or you give up, then you have failed the challenge.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at something.
Nah, it's alright. Alright. So while that's happening, do any of you look at the obstacle course?
To look at the what?
Yeah, absolutely. Like if that's what's
I mean, if it's there, I'll just look at it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
there. You don't have to participate. While we wait for Mr.
if we know that Mithra is running through it, then yeah, definitely be
Yeah, we'll have a
examining.
look. We'll have a look.
Alright, so this particular obstacle course has 4 main obstacles. The first one is rolling a spherical stone through a small tunnel so that you can get through it. The second obstacle is climbing a stone wall. The third obstacle is dodging stone, like ball bearings, being swung back and forth through the path. And the final obstacle is unusual.
Unusual?
It is unusual, yes.
How is it unusual?
Well, someone will be throwing small rocks at you, and the someone will be this tabaxi. So she has to be able to lift it first, and then try and toss it to you. And you'll have to catch it. And then carry it to the end.
Oh, what?
Yeah. She's not attacking you, she's gonna essentially pass you a stone, like midway of your run, and then catch it and make it to the end. So when you are ready, I will set up the obstacle course. You go for it.
Can I just... I'll just ask, do you mind if I say a prayer before I start?
Be my guest.
Okay, I'll go over to Halnir.
Mhm.
And in a... I'll really hope he goes along with this. But I'll say a prayer with me.
Of course, dear.
So I'm going to wait for him to start talking and mutter under him. And I'm going to subtly cast Mage Armor.
Okay. So you've cast Mage Armor. The Tabaxi is nowhere around to
Yeah,
to
see.
you do this.
It's a
Prayers are
subtle
meant to be
spell as
for
well.
privacy, and she is setting up the obstacle course anyway. You hear a lot of shifting of stone as she pushes it to the starting position, as well as as well as ropes like being reset so that it can go back and forth.
Wait, so the Tabaxi's not around?
Not while you were doing a prayer, no. She
Okay.
has to set up the obstacle course.
I will then also put a hand on Mithra and cast enhance ability for bull strength.
Oh, nice.
What does that do?
You have advantage on strength checks. Your
Ooh.
carrying capacity doubles.
Oh, thank God. So that's advantage on strength.
Yep.
And what was that plus for
Your carrying capacity doubles.
carrying capacity?
Yeah.
And I've got guidance as well.
That's right. You have guidance, you
So
have
what's...
mage armor, and you have enhanced strength.
Go for it.
The obstacle course is now ready. I hope you are prepared.
Sure.
The last person that went in here broke 3 of their legs, you see.
3 of their legs.
Save Lilith!
Oh my goodness.
They only had 2, but the other one got broken twice.
You'll be fine, Mithra.
Alright, so she's just gonna watch you.
Okay.
go whenever you want.
Where is she in comparison to everyone else?
She's in the center of the track. So the track is like a 400-meter dash.
So how far away is she from us when she's in the center?
The Tabaxi?
Yeah. Like, are we in the center with her, like watching the thing, or are we in stands? Or
You would be in the stands. If you're not in the obstacle course, you'll be in the stands. And you would be, I don't know, about 50 feet away.
Okay.
Before we split up, Mithra just wants to go over to Halnir and just, without anyone saying, just whisper in his ear, "If I need it, please distract." And that's all. And I'm gonna go in and start. Let's do this.
Alright, so the first obstacle is pushing a spherical boulder through a tunnel so that you can pass
Okay.
to the other side. Roll a strength check.
Strength check. And that's with advantage.
That's correct.
And a D4 for guidance.
And I had to change. I don't know how to add all those.
You can just do it
Me to
separately.
just
Roll twice and roll a D4.
okay.
Alright.
Oof.
that go through? Did both
Yeah,
of them go
it
through?
was a
Yep.
10 and a 4.
Oh, damn.
And
a
the
D4. How do I roll a D4?
Slash
But-
R space D4 or 1D4
Slash R dash.
slash R space.
Oh, slash R space.
4.
Wow, max. With a 14, you push this boulder about halfway. You haven't successfully pushed it all the way. It doesn't
Okay.
seem like you're succeeding.
So if I'm pushing it through a tunnel, can she see through the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not a
Unless
solid
you're
tunnel
4
then.
foot tall.
Sorry?
Unless you're 4 foot tall.
Oh.
Because there are window slits in this, in this tunnel.
Okay.
Go again.
Okay. Do I still have advantage? So do I have advantage on every strength roll or just
All strength rolls
first?
for an hour.
Yeah. Alternate rolls right now.
That's much better. With a 16, you've succeeded on that roll. You can still add your divine. Your D4 as well.
I thought that only lasted for the
Yeah,
first
guidance is only for 1.
Yeah,
Guidance is only for what? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was bless or something. Anyway,
yeah, plus last.
so with a 16, you managed to push this stone through the tunnel, and you just walk past to the next obstacle. Yes, that is very, very good. She gives you a golf clap. Then the next obstacle is to climb over a wall. Roll another athletics check. I think this is still advantage, right? Yeah.
Still advantage?
Yep, because athletics is strength.
Athletics is a strength check.
16.
16? Alright. You find your footing, that there are a few hidden niches on this wall, and you manage to leap over it, landing on the other side. Well done, well done. Now for the third one. This is where everyone breaks their legs. You can either roll a dex saving throw, so a dexterity saving throw, to avoid getting hit, or roll an athletics check to dash forward. And you'll have to do this 3 times.
Can I switch it up?
You can switch it up each time.
Alright, I'm going to try Dex first.
Alright, dexterity saving throw, you'll need a 15 or higher. You're fine. You managed to evade the first set of pendulum stones, and you managed to time it to get past. The next set. Again, you managed to evade these sets. You are quite nimble indeed. Skillful. And then, the last one. Alright. So with the last one, you got a bit cocky. This one clocks you on the legs. Take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. You make it past as you are thrown to the ground. Your legs are kind of mangled from the stone stone pendulums. Now quickly, there is only one left. And she prepares the stone. It's only a small one. about the size of a chest.
And I have to dodge this one?
You're gonna have to catch this one and then carry it to the finish line. With your mangled leg, you'll have disadvantage on dexterity checks.
I don't get a chance for an athletics now, do I?
You can still make an athletics check. You'll have to catch this throw.
Okay.
So
Do I still get
she
advantage, or is
throws
it standard now?
So you're gonna need to get an 11 or higher.
And so do I roll still with advantage because of the spell?
Yeah, you still roll with an advantage.
Yep. Okay.
Unless you're catching it with your legs.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, I guess
She's
I'm
catching it with her legs.
She's catching it with her legs. Alright. So, again, not being too prepared, the stone essentially hits your damaged knee, and you take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's
from this stone.
How many
down?
points of damage was that?
24 points.
Yeah, I'm down.
She's unconscious.
Yep.
So I think
Your friend is down, she has failed. I'll wake her up. She pours a healing potion on you. So, healed for 7.
Heal for 7.
Keone will come up and drop a 3rd level cure wounds.
Yeah. You essentially wake up. Your legs are pointing in the wrong direction.
I throw up.
Yep. The tabaxi removes the stone off of your legs and puts it back to the sideline where she had picked it up. It seems I have no other customers today. Good day, very lovely lady, gesturing to Divine Speaker. And you losers, get out of here.
Oof, insult to injury in this town. It's like Willy Wonka saying, "You get nothing.
Yeah.
Good day, sir."
When she says that, Keone will look up from finishing casting Cure Wounds and using Thaumaturgy. His eyes will blaze with blue fire and his voice will boom and say, "What did you say?"
I said you're a bunch of losers.
Hold person.
What do I need for hold? Wisdom?
Yes.
5.
Fail.
Well, I'm paralyzed now, aren't I?
And so, still eyes blazing, blue fire streaming up around his head, he'll walk up to her and then just push her.
She falls down.
Just falls flat on her face.
Yep. Falls
And
flat
just leave
on
her
her face. And then
She's staying like that for a minute.
Yeah, she stays like that for a minute. The stable hand that was looking after the frog comes out. Master, why are you on the ground?
She probably gets a save every 6 seconds.
I think she does every.
Yeah, every round gets a save.
15 was what I needed.
Yep.
So she stays on the ground for 6 seconds until she breaks out. She takes no offense. She knows strength is beautiful, and that's all that matters. You have acquired a hippogriff and heavy injury to your leg.
So, are we ready to go?
Get the fuck out of this place.
I don't know. I kind of like it here.
Yeah, you Wood.
I believe I'm quite short, so I'm getting to get on the pony, on my pony,
Yep.
because
You
I'm
got
not
the
walking.
You added the 19 cure wounds.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'm still not looking too fresh.
You can take a short rest at any point in this journey. To
Sure.
heal up as much as you need to. As
The moment
you
we just want to
leave-
get away from here.
yeah, as you leave this very savage town. As you're walking out of town, no one seems to get in your way to sort of kind of out to try and manhandle you. They see Divine Speaker and they kind of just bow at her
You
majesty.
see the divine speaker with a hippogriff with a black eye.
Yeah, that's right.
Nah.
And they see your followers. Anytime that any of you sort of act out, they gesture to Divine Speaker. You should deal with them. Your followers have no say in this town.
What do you mean by act out? Like,
Like if they speak without spoken to.
oh, I see.
Because for every group of people, there is one large, very muscular person.
Oh, so it's like the quarterbacks talking to the quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's right. No, like the what is it? Yeah, it's like the jocks talking to the jocks.
Right.
Reps
And everyone-
don't get to say anything.
Yeah.
The manager doesn't get to say anything. They're getting managed by the jocks.
Sure. Okay.
Yep. So
No, the other thing I just wanted to quickly do, probably just to make it easier to keep track, can I essentially dismiss Graz and transfer the Fine Steed sort of stuff over to the Hippogriff, I guess?
you can.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm assuming I'll have time at some point to
You have
essentially
plenty
cast.
of time
Yeah.
between Mithra resting on her pony as you quickly get out of town and reaching the outskirts of town without getting a lick of information of how far away the Avery is. Not even at a tavern or a marketplace.
It appeared my friends did not want to stay that long.
Yeah.
after losing some fights.
All right. So you reach the outskirts of Ubering. You can see that unlike the open plains of Bryn or the open plains of Ariwell, this is a barren wasteland.
Ooh.
There are semblance of a road, but it seems to have been ruined with all the battles and challenges of this lovely town.
Did we restock on rations? Because I apparently still have 10 left.
No. No, you have not. So what do you guys do?
Well, yeah, I mean, I still have 10 rations because I stockpiled like 20 because I can carry that much.
Yeah.
Hjalnir, are you able to create food?
I'm just looking at the same thought. I can purify food and drink, create or destroy water. I don't have the create food.
Create food and water.
Oh, actually, I do. Yes, tomorrow morning I can.
Okay, so we can last for the day, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
I
was
figured-
a terrible town. I don't remember Fuber being that savage.
Have you? Do you often visit Fubury from your aviary?
Well, it's been many years, but the last time I came here, there was only but one arena. The central one. But the lands here, look at this, it's desolate. I can't believe they've done this to their own lands.
What was it like before?
These parts used to be filled with green, plenty of plants. And the mountains to the south. Essentially, he gestures to these mountains down here. They weren't so rocky and terrifyingly looking. Anyway, Doomber points to where he remembers the location of the coppersmith aviary over here. From your location, it's gonna take about 3 days journey to get there. Because as you reach the mountain, that's when it takes a bit more time to traverse the area.
Sure. Okay. Does it get? Is the area like hot or cold or?
The area is very dry.
Okay.
It at the moment it's somewhat cold, but not winter. Not
Okay.
winter cold.
Okay. All right, so I guess we keep heading towards where we think the coppersmith aviary is, and see if we can find any signs of fighting goblins or stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, solid travel as far as we can during the day, keeping an eye out. Like you said it was like flat plains and stuff leading up to
It
the
is
mountains.
flat plains, yeah. There's
so-
no grass, there's no animals, it's just all desolate.
So you're just keeping a general eye out for anything, because I'm assuming we'll see it on the horizon. If there's
Yeah.
anything coming.
So this particular green line, this adjacent these squares, they're completely barren of life.
Mhm.
It's being scarred due to battles. You can see discarded weapons like broken shields, rusting armor.
I mean, if the land is so scarred, is there signs that sort of magic was involved in these battles?
Roll an Arcana check to any of you who wish to figure this out.
I mean,
Could-
but I am not very. Okay.
Mithra with a 25.
Could I roll a
Advisor, you have no idea.
history, perhaps, to see whether I know, being an old dwarf?
Yeah, you can
Any stories?
use a history check or even a nature check. With Mithra's roll of 25, the land has been affected by some types of magic that seems to corrode the earth. It could either be necromancy or transmutation spells. With a history of 6, yes?
Oh, I'd tell the party what I know.
With a history of 6, you're not sure. It just looks like a war-torn land.
Mm-hmm. So some great battles have been fought around here. Eh?
Recently?
It's not recent. It's definitely not recent.
So, Dimbor and Magnus are fairly old dwarves.
They are.
Okay.
I guess we continue travelling on for the day and find a decent spot to camp.
Alright, first day has been completed with no issues.
I'll subtract however many rations I need to subtract. If no one else has any rations.
And I'll swap my spells out.
I won't include Moon or
Just tell me how many I need to subtract and I'll subtract them.
subtract 4.
Okay.
Just 4. It's just the 4 of you here today, so there's only 4. Oh wait, and the dwarves. So 6.
Okay.
You've had your long rest. And you make for your second journey.
So, waking up in the morning, I'll cast Create Food and Water. I'll do that each morning when we wake up. Create the day's rations.
Or consider doing it at the end of the day if you haven't done anything for the rest of the day.
Yeah, true. Well, we need to have the one. We'll need the one first thing this morning. Maybe we'll do it again this evening before I go to bed.
Yeah.
To replenish everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely cast one in the morning when we wake up so that everyone can eat breakfast and lunch.
So on your second day's journey, who's flying with Divine Speaker on the Hippogriff?
Not Hjalni.
I mean, I'm probably not flying that high, if at all, because I know the other guys can't fly. So.
But you can fit 2 in the Hippogriff.
You can do some scouts.
It's saddled for 2.
Oh, okay. Cool.
When did you get up there last and have a scout just to make sure nothing on the horizon? Get used to you. Make friends with it.
Yes, of that prospect.
All right.
But yeah, Hjalni won't get on the Hippogriff because he doesn't like heights. He prefers to stay close to the earth or within it.
Yep. So the dwarves remain on the ground. The 2 in so Dimbor and Magnus, although they are aviary breeders, they are much like Halmir. They don't like to fly.
Myrtle, Mithra, well, you should get up there and get some airtime with Divine Speaker.
I'm happy to go.
Oh, thank heavens.
All right, yeah.
Stay down here with us, Myrtle.
So me and Mithra will Well, Mithra and I will go up and scout around, I guess.
Okay. While scouting, roll a perception check. Or investigation. Whatever's higher. Nice. With the 19, you can see a strange band of adventurers heading south from the mountains. With the 13, you see a band of mercenaries heading east.
Oh, there's two bands?
No. Mithra has the direction next time.
Oh, okay.
Sounds about right.
So, how many of them are there about?
There's about 5 of them.
And they're heading away from the aviary at this point.
They're heading away from the mountains, but not necessarily the aviary.
Oh, okay.
So there's about 10 of them, and they're moving east.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
According to me.
Counted them 3 times. And you recount 10 of them.
All right. They're not in our path, are they? No.
No, they're not.
Okay.
In fact, they're the only people that you see on this area to the north.
Okay.
Looking towards where the aviary is meant to be, you can just see mountains.
Sure.
Do you land and tell your friends, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'll fly low and just let them know that I've seen just a group that they're leading away from the mountains. They're not that close to us. If I'm flying high, they're even if I see them, they're not necessarily close to us. Yeah.
No, they're about a mile away from.
Okay.
From your view.
Okay.
Are we on an intercept course?
No, we're not.
No, you're not.
Yeah, should be fine. Wait, are they on an intercourse with where our tracks have been?
No, they're heading south.
Fine, we should be a-okay.
So they're heading down this way, and you guys are heading this way.
Mhm.
But I didn't see the map. Cool.
All right, you
Okay.
reach the foot of the mountain on your second day quite easily, and you can see the dwarves complaining. Great! Now we've got to climb the mountains.
I mean, surely you've done this before.
No, usually we fly. Or find one of our tunnels.
Can you find one now?
I don't trust that thing.
You don't trust the tunnels that you built?
I don't trust the hippogriff that you're riding, lad. Or lass, sorry.
But what does that have to do with finding tunnels?
Well, they're still on the mountain. You don't have to climb very far. But I can't see from the ground. Very high up.
Perhaps we could get Divine Speaker to scout around for the entrance. What does it look like?
Just
Is it
look for a
framed?
bridge. That's where the entrance is.
A bridge made of stone?
Made of
or
stone. Of course.
like worked stone, or is this some sort of just a makeshift bridge with
No, it's worked stone. Should have bricks and everything. It's pretty sturdy.
So you
Okay.
haven't made it to be camouflaged or anything?
I didn't think of that.
Wait, so is it camouflaged or not?
It's not. It's not camouflage. It's like gray stone on like a on like a brown mountain cliff face. So it's visible.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fly up and we'll take a look around and just see if we can find it.
Alright, so you fly up. Roll a nature check, please. Or investigation.
Same roll.
Search for this bridge. Very nice. A 14 is enough. Immediately you find it. There are actually two bridges that you spot. One to the north and one to the south. They're split about 200 feet away. From the location of your companions on the mountain, on the foot of the mountain, the caves that intersect are about 20 feet away, but they still have to climb about 50 feet of mountain to reach the opening.
Okay. I'll fly down and just point them in the direction. That's where we need to climb. We
You
should
found
probably.
it! That's great!
Yeah.
Oh, I really hate climbing. Come on, Magnus! Help me up! Alright, those of you who are climbing, I need you to roll an athletics check.
Can I tie a rope to the saddle and like use it to sort of
To ferry
make it...
your friends?
Sorry?
To ferry your friends? As
Not really ferry, but just like have it there so that they can use it as make it easier to climb up.
I'm good, actually. I'm gonna cast spider climb on myself.
Okay, that works too.
And I do that on other people.
You're good, I think.
I believe...
Oh, it's just a target, so I can... How many spell slots do I have?
Many.
How many of us are trying to climb it sheer?
So you've got the two dwarves, the three dwarves,
Yep.
you, and the elf.
The pony.
Oh, and the pony. Ooh, the pony. Well, maybe the pony.
Do not forget my pony.
Can the hippogriff, like it? Does the hippogriff have like usable back legs or front legs that it could like pick up the pony, or is that like tempting fate?
The hippogriff
I can cast
can
it on the pony.
lift up the pony. It can mount two people with the saddle. It does have talons, like front talons, that can pick up two extra people. It has a beak, but that might be a bit.
I mean, can it
precarious.
carry that much? Can it carry that much?
It can carry.
I just have to make 2 trips.
Yeah, no. You'd only be able to carry the pony on its own.
Right.
With no
Guys.
mounted
Guys,
passengers on
Spider climb the pony.
Spider climb the pony.
we could tie 2 of the dwarves to the pony comfortably, I'd imagine. And then we have enough spider climb spells for Pony, Mithra, and myself to climb if the other 2 are on the hippogriff. This is just economizing. I have more spell slots that I could use, another 2. But I feel like if they're willing, we could both get them tied to the horse.
Okay. I mean, it seems like a workable plan. Dimbo? Magnus? Does that sound workable to you?
Creature must be willing.
It sounds good. I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know what spider climb is. Although if we're riding the pony, only one of us can ride it. It's a small pony.
Oh, right.
This is a small pony, yeah.
It is a small pony.
I mean, we can climb
far
the
up
cliffs.
is it?
What is it?
How far up is it?
It's only 50 feet. It's not sheer clipped. It's just like an incline.
Spider climb lasts for an hour. We could ferry them, and then I wouldn't be wasting any third level slots.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so
I mean, at that in that instance, then you could just spider climb the pony and then get the pony to ferry everybody across.
someone has to lead the pony, I'd imagine, or ride it.
Yeah, especially back down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if we're ferrying back and forth, how many trips would it take the hippogriff? 1, 2, 3 trips.
The hippogriff can ferry pretty much all of you, and then the pony on the second trip, and then the 2 dwarves on the third trip.
I mean, if would they prefer? We'll ask the dwarves. Would you prefer to fly over on the hippogriff, or I'm giving this hippogriff a name?
Peter Hippogriffin?
Hippogrifter.
Oh wow, there's a hippogriff name generator. Sure.
Wow.
All right, pick a number between 1 and 10.
3.
7.
I
5.
heard 3 first. Oh, its name is Hurricane Tail.
Nice.
Ooh. Hurricane tail. Damn.
All right, so would you rather fly up on Hurricane Tail, or would you rather climb? I will address the dwarves.
Oh, I suppose I would prefer so long as I'm not driving or piloting this beast. If you're doing the guiding, then I'll ride the hippogriff. Magnus?
Okay.
I'll go with Dimbo. I prefer
All
not
right,
to
then.
climb.
All right. Yeah, so it shouldn't take too long, but a couple of trips with the hippogriff. I'll bring the dwarves over first.
All right.
Just
so
to
you
make
bring
actually, I'll
3
bring
dwarves
one
over.
dwarf over first and just get him to make sure that it's the right entrance. Because it'd be really dumb if we ferried everyone over as the wrong.
All right. So, you ferry over 1 dwarf. So Dimbor.
Yep.
This is the right one, lass. It even says Coppersmith Avery.
Does it say it in Dwarvish?
It says it in Dwarvish.
Nope. I'll take your word for it. All right. Stay put. I will get the rest of them.
Aye. All right. So you ferry them one after the other. You make quick work. The pony was a bit hesitant, but with Mithra's guidance, she managed to calm down. And you make it to the entrance of the Coppersmith Avery. Look, brother! We're home! We're finally home! It took a while, but now we're here.
Are there other dwarves here, or does the place look deserted?
Alright, so you're coming through this, as soon as the map opens up. You're coming through over this bridge, and after traveling across it, you can see that there are many dwarves here in a frantic panic. You're currently in the armory. You can see many dwarves arming themselves and preparing for battle. Others are sort of going across a different bridge, the south one or the east one. And they seem to be in a very panicked manner.
I mean, I'll try and get the attention of one of them, and well, actually, first I'll say like, Dimor, do you know what's going on now?
Oh, everyone! These are my friends. They rescued us. Dimbur, you're alive? And is that little Magnus? What are you two doing back here? What happened to the stables? To the Avery? We were attacked, brother. We were attacked. And we were changed into beasts. It's those goblins. We're getting raided again. We patched up the tunnels and everything. But they still keep coming through. We don't know where they're coming from. If your friends can help us, perhaps they can find a way to permanently get rid of them. Goblins are still here. Aye, they are. Where's the alarm bells? The goblin stole that. What? Then how are we communicating with the other parts of town then? We aren't. We don't know what's going on anywhere else. The armory is the only safe place at the moment. And this dwarf, you can see him, he's battle scarred. He's still in bandages from the previous raid. If you are all friends of Dimbor and Magnus, thank you for bringing the brothers back. And apologies for not a warm welcome here in the Coppersmith Avery. But we're in a bit of a goblin raid. Perhaps you could aid us and get rid of them.
It seems you've been having these raids for a while now. When I believe Dimbo and Magnus have been gone from your presence for several days, or several weeks even.
Aye, well then. You don't know where they're coming from. The mountain has not been sealed for a while since our mining expedition. Please, will you aid us?
Aye, brothers. Seems we must fire the forges. Kick this goblin rabble.
Well, that's actually the problem. They're in the forges. They managed to make tunnels through our armory. Come, you can keep your animals just over there. And he sort of points to a barn where they've been keeping their livestock and other animals.
How big is this place?
It's quite large, considering.
But it's a cave, right? It's all under the mountain, but
Yeah,
it's like
all
a
under
huge
the mountain.
cabin.
So just imagine a 4-layered cavern. It's all being worked. You're currently on the top layer, and down below are where the attacks are coming from. There is a central, what do you call it? Central hole where you can see down into the separate layers of this particular armory. So what do you guys do?
Keanu will be hefting his warhammer and shield and following towards the front lines.
All right. He guides you. This dwarf by the name of Dane. He guides you to the most recent attack. Friends, I implore you to help our warriors who are already down there defending our armory, or at least the lower armory. We've made sure to barricade the rest of the floors so that those nasty goblins can't make it up here. But the lowest level is the major problem right now. And he shows you down to where it is, and that there are 4 dwarves down there trying to fend it off and trying to fix the walls of where these goblins keep coming from.
Just double checking. He said to leave the animals there. Is there enough room to bring a hippogriff, like ride a hippogriff in here, in terms of
You
mounted
can
combat?
ride a hippogriff through the tunnels, yes. But because they're trying to, wall up certain parts of the wall because there's holes or tiny tunnels, it's going to be hard to maneuver a hippogriff with all those barricades.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, if there's not enough room to maneuver, then that's fine. But yeah, otherwise, I would try and keep my found steed close to me at all times.
So the tunnel that he speaks of is still quite large. You can ride a hippogriff. It's 30 foot tall.
Okay.
And it's 30 foot wide.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So obviously I don't know if the non-combat pony is coming. If Mithra is
No.
Okay.
No. Pony's staying safe.
Okay. Yeah. In which case, I will bring Hurricane Tail because found steed.
Okay, so you're bringing Hurricane Tail.
Keanu asked Dane, brother, do you know what the disposition of the enemy forces are? Is it merely goblins, or have they got other beasties with them?
Aye, it's just those wee little goblins. But there are many of them. Don't underestimate their numbers.
I will, brother.
Alright, so they guide you to the door, and I would like all of you to roll for initiative. Your mount can just be on your initiative.
Because I'm mounting it, it's what is it? Controlled mount. So it does. Initiative.
Initiative 15.
I need to add 1d8 to my initiative.
7, 8, 15. Damn.
Nice.
Oh, didn't select a token. Damn it. Where's my token?
Don't worry, I didn't either. Always forget to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you have 24.
Oh, well, up to you. I don't mind which order I go.
24. 24.
All right.
Sure.
We'll start you off with 24. You get
Okay.
through the bottom of the staircase and through the doors. You can see that there's already a slew of goblins littered on the floor. So, just gonna put X marks on the ground. Those are piles of dead goblins. You hear battle up ahead, past a set of stairs, heading up into a very brightly lit, like, forge.
Are we in initiative at the moment?
You are, yes.
The tracker's not up on screen. So,
Tracker.
initiative tracker? I don't know how you're tracking initiative, whether you're doing it in Roll20 or not.
I'm doing it in a book.
Okay, sweet. Cool.
So, Divine Speaker, you're first.
Okay. So we can see the guys up there. Is that a bunch of is that all goblins, or who's the dwarf in?
Those are all dwarves.
Oh, okay.
They're fending against 3 goblins. I have not put them down yet. They're there.
Oh. Only 3 goblins.
Only 3.
Okay.
One speaker will kill all of them in one turn. What are you talking about?
Well, we'll see what happens. I will. I will. What's this thing? Is that stairs?
Those are stairs, yeah.
Okay, but I should have enough room to fly sort of over and like stab a dude.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'll fly over and stab a dude.
All right. Go ahead, make a stab.
I'm pretty sure that's within what's the Hippogriff's fly speed?
Fly speed.
60 feet.
Yeah. Easy.
Okay. Yeah, stab it. Stab. Stab. Oof. Damn.
Whoa. That's a miss.
That's a miss. Second attack. Wow.
That's also a miss.
It looks like one of those days again. Third attack, I'm going to use my Polearm Master bonus attack. That's better.
That hits.
And that's 8 bludgeoning damage.
8 bludgeoning damage. He's still alive.
Yeah, well. Can't attack them all. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, the goblin's turn. More goblins appear out of this hole. They crowd you. And then come out of this hole. The goblins seem to continuously try and take down the dwarves from within this barricaded circle. At least these 3 that have managed to get in. They try and make their attacks. One gets a natural 20. This one is down. Then he's just unconscious. And 5 attack Divine Speed. Do I have any disadvantage or anything? Divine Speaker?
Oh, sorry. No, I don't have the mounted combatant feat, so no,
Okay.
not yet.
One's a natural 20. One's an 18. Does an 18 hit your AC?
It does not.
Okay, so only the natural 20 hits you. For just... for just 9 points of damage.
That's fine.
More goblins seem to appear out of holes, but they don't seem to be attacking anything.
What are they doing instead?
They are taking the barricades and trying to push them like, out of the way,
Out of the way for what?
so that more of their troops can come out.
Oh, I thought there was like a big something coming over.
Drums in the deep.
Like some sort of war machine or some sort of...
It doesn't
Okay.
appear that these are that highly advanced goblins, but
Oh.
there are a lot of them.
Maybe an ogre or something?
The holes are too small for ogres to fit through, but they're mainly here to steal and plunder. So these barricades are kind of hindering their efforts.
Okay.
Passive perceptions. Only with the exception of Divine Speaker.
Passive perception is 14 for Hyoni.
Myrtle.
10 for Myrtle.
And Mithra.
15, I think.
15?
16. Oh,
16?
16.
Okay.
oh, wait. Passive. What was it? Passive perception 16. Yep.
Passive perception. Alright. So from where the three of you are, you can see that these two goblins have an emblem of some sort, like they're part of a guild. Divine Speaker, you can see it clearly because you're surrounded by all of these goblins. So from what all of you can gather, these goblins are under orders to attack and steal from this particular Avery. The guild symbol is that of a great many eyes. And this barricade has been shifted slightly. Not enough. Next. Mithra, what would you like to do?
Oh, I'm going to cast Mage Armor again.
Yep.
And do my best to step behind other people.
Hmm.
To be honest, where am I? I can't see me on the board.
Down the bottom.
Down the bottom.
Ah, there we go. Sure.
If you're wondering how high these boxes are, they're just above 4 feet.
Okay, so I want to crouch behind there.
Yep.
That's all.
That's all?
Yep, I'm going to wait and see what everyone else is doing.
Okay. Next up. The dwarves. Brother Malcolm, you're down! Here, take a potion! And this dwarf, essentially heals this one to kind of wake him up. These goblins are overrunning us! You there on the hippogriff! Can you get rid of them?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Good! If you have any other friends, I'd ask that you plug the holes. Otherwise, we're gonna be down here forever. They're just gonna keep coming. We'll do our best and also plug the holes.
I'll pass it along when they get here.
Alright. You can see that this one dies after receiving a nice, clean cut of an axe. This one takes a beating from this dwarf, and this one is untouched. Next, down there. You hear combat up ahead. You see goblins
Alright.
moving boxes.
So the parts that we can see is the entirety.
Correct.
So, okay, cool. Yep. I'll use my full movement to move up to one of these two little gobos. And I will swing with my warhammer.
Alright, make your attack.
Actually, first of all, I will summon my spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Yeah, right here. If you can see those pings. Right here.
There? Alright.
And that will have a swing at one of the goblins when it appears. Where is this? Here we are. Oof. 13 versus AC.
13 is a hit.
Oof, nice.
Roll for damage.
6 force damage against the goblin. Oh, technically that should have been advantage, yeah?
No, flanking doesn't have advantage like this.
Oh, we're not. That's right. We're not doing this. Yep. Sorry, I'm getting games confused.
No, that's okay.
Playing too many games. So 6 force damage against that goblin, and then Hjalni will swing at the one with the crossbow in front of him.
All right, go ahead.
His warhammer. Oh, 12.
12 is a hit. These goblins are not wearing any armor.
Nice.
They're wearing simple rags.
4.
This goblin is dead.
Cool, and that's my turn.
Goblin looks towards you. It's a fuzzy dwarf! It's a fuzzy dwarf! Get rid of fuzzy dwarf! We need more help! Myrtle.
Myrtle's gonna go for a walk. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here. Myrtle is going to
I know what's happening.
in a straight line. Lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta make a roll with 4 of them.
Ooh, and the limp remains of the dead one catch fire.
So the box catches on fire. Wow, I save 1 too. So it's just from the bottom to the top.
My DC is
this
16.
guy
So
saved and this guy saved.
yeah, 2.
These 2 are dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. And they take 16 points of damage. Yes. 16 points of damage.
16 is off.
Just gonna put a dot on them. They've been lightning. This box is the outer box, like the wooden box, has caught on fire. And the lid itself has already been charred. However, the inside does not catch on fire. Since you're so close, Helnir, inside these boxes are lumps of lead. It's nice and heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And with that
Fortunately,
all,
I'm not packing catapult.
Oh,
that's all.
yep, that's my turn. Sorry.
No worries. Back to the top. Divine Speaker.
Okay, well, looks like there's a bunch of fried goblins. I'll shout at my companions to plug the holes, or there'll be more goblins in here soon. And I will. Are there goblins still in the, like, in this boxed area?
Yes, there's this one, and there's...
Okay, I'm just going to. So my mount will disengage.
Yep.
And I'll go over here and go stab these two.
Alright, go ahead. 1, 2.
There's my stab button. There's my
Where's
stab
your
button.
stab button?
God damn it.
13 is a miss.
Yeah, these goblins don't happen to be like draconic goblins at all, do they?
Not at
For
all.
an extra 3D, whatever it is.
Oh my god, no.
I don't like this game. Oh, come
Oh
on!
my god.
Even that one's missing.
No,
Oh.
that's a miss.
Goblins Slayer
They're like,
death.
okay, they all miss. It's
That makes me sad. Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, next up. the
You
goblins.
are attacking the armored goblins though. Like,
Yeah, they
just-
are. They are armored.
Yeah,
the
all
ones
of those would have hit any of the other goblins in the room. Just you're taking on the big threat. Just yeah, you're good.
Yeah, but still can't roll above 5 apparently.
These armored goblins can see that the dwarves are a threat, but they are heavily injured. They make sure to finish off their job, killing as many of them as possible. So they go for the weak ones first. 2 attacks each. They hit, and they hit. This one goes back down. This one goes down. This one is injured. And that's them. These goblins, they're kind of frazzled from the lightning. They go over to the boxes and start stealing them and head back into the hole.
Does my spiritual weapon
Your
get an
spiritual
attack
weapon
of
get
opportunity?
an opportunity attack from one of them, yeah.
Cute.
So make your attack. If you hit, you'll most likely kill it. That is a hit. And
8
yes,
force
it
damage.
is dead. So that one dies. This one runs back into the hole carrying the box. This one goes over, grab the box. 4, 5, 6. This box is gone. They keep pillaging, stealing. More goblins appear from holes. And they move the box. far as they can. And more goblins appear. Kind of just pushes it aside. This goblin is no match for Halnir. It goes back into its hidey hole and runs away.
Yeah, run off, you car.
And then 5 goblins appear from the hole. That's my turn. Mithra.
Alrighty, so all those holes that are around,
Yeah.
like how solid looking are they? Are they made out of dirt? Are they coming out of stone?
They're coming out of dirt.
So theoretically, how hard would they be to collapse?
To collapse, very easy.
Okay.
Or easy enough.
Okay. I'm casting invisibility on myself,
Yep.
and I am going to wander over and stay out of everybody's way, but creep over to where the first hole is, about there.
Yep.
To the first hole, and try to just make it collapse, but without anyone kind of noticing, because I think everyone's caught up in fighting at the moment.
Yeah. So underneath, you can actually see a very tightly made tunnel. And underneath that tunnel, there are 2 goblins. And the tunnel is more of a crawl space than an actual physical tunnel. It's only about 2 foot tall and maybe the width of a goblin. To collapse it will require an action. So you would only have to remove the beam and it'll just drop.
Okay. But I used my action to cast.
Correct, because you're invisible.
Yeah.
Alright. So that's the knowledge that you have found. Next, the dwarves. They try and deal with this goblin. This one. And they can see that the hippogriff is no help. Couldn't even hit 2 goblins. They try their best to take this guy out. And this goblin is down. Next. Alnir.
Alrighty. First things first, spiritual weapon will move 20 feet down and have a swing at goblin directly south.
Alright.
$24.
That hits.
10 force damage.
That one's dead.
Nice. And for my action,
What is your action?
I will cast Spirit Guardian.
Holy shit.
Hjalnir ain't fucking around. So I believe that should get all the goblins except the 2 in the wall that are nearby him.
Yep, that's right. Wisdom saving throw, right one.
Yeah, it's on their turn, I think. Start of their turn. And if it,
Speed is half in the area when creature enters the field for the first time or starts their turn there. Okay, so at the start of my turn, so next round, that's when it.
Yep. But yeah, these little dancing, sort of shovel-shaped warhammers are floating through the air, wreathed in blue flame. And that's my turn.
Would this affect? This affects everyone but you, right?
It's I can a number of basically I can designate any number of creatures to be unaffected by it.
Okay.
So any ally.
So any
Anyone that
ally
I
and
deem
any
an ally.
dwarves will be unaffected by it.
Yep.
All right.
Dwarves are obviously my allies. Come on, what are you talking about, Winston?
I don't know.
My brothers in arms.
Myrtle, you're up.
Your brother share arms?
Right. So these are goblin holes, correct?
They are goblin holes, yeah.
With a box in front of it, is this one blocked?
It's slightly blocked, but a goblin can still kind of squeeze through. They're kind of like cats.
That's a gross image. I'm gonna cast Shatter at this point here.
Oh no. Okay,
Trying
casting
to cave
Shatter on the wall. Okay, so
directly
that will
between
still affect
two.
3 goblins. Alright. What do I need to roll for Shatter?
It requires a
Constitution.
Yep.
Oh my god. Nothing. 3 of them. Holy crap! Only 1 fails.
Oh no! That's fine.
But
The
it's still thunder
intention is-
damage, and you still kill them all.
Nice. That's okay, because the intention was to try and collapse both of these tunnels caught in the radius. Or affect
Yes.
as much damage on them as I can.
So with the thunder, with the thunderous clap of Shatter, you manage to collapse 2 holes instantaneously. So these 2 are now covered.
Good job, Myrtle.
Those aren't the only holes I've ever closed with a slap.
Keone will smile and wink across the battlefield.
And that is my turn.
Alright.
Wait, have Kelnir and Myrtle been hooking up secretly? What?
What? Is this a thing?
Wait, what?
No.
Alright, back to the top. Divine Speaker.
Well, I'm gonna try and stab this last goblin. Wish me luck, folks.
Do it!
Is that it?
16 is a miss.
You can't do it.
Oh.
Miss. That's a 1. That hits.
Hey.
You always hit with your polar master bonus attack.
That's my
However,
turn.
this goblin is now dead. It's taken a beating already.
All right. I'll move over to one of the uncollapsed tunnels, like over here or something.
Yep. You can see. Actually, no. You're mounted, right?
Yeah.
Your hippogriff can see. A little goblin inside.
Oh, okay.
Is it a tiny little goblin?
Small goblin. Alright, so you're currently in front of that hole. That's all?
Yeah.
Goblins.
Wisdom saving throws, please.
Alright, so that's 4 of them. I have a magical number. What do I need?
15.
Well, I fail on all of them.
Okay.
One of them rolled a 15, so 14.
Everyone affected takes 15 radiant damage.
Alright, you just killed a bunch of goblins.
Woot.
You. 15 is far too much damage for a goblin to handle. And this goblin comes out, looks around at their companions.
Has to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
As he enters my aura.
Right. He can't see the aura, so he's gonna come in. He's also dead, blocking the way.
Do me to roll damage again?
No, you can just take the 15.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, you can roll.
No, 15's pretty good. I'll take 15.
And I have to make a last wisdom saving throw. Nope, he dies too, so there's 2 dead goblins on top of each other. They just like walk through, hit a wall, and then die. And then rinse and repeat. That hole is not technically blocked, but it's blocking Mithra's view of it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Now, this goblin, within this particular hole in front of Divine Speaker, is going to move out of the way, come out of this hole, and stab you. So only one attack for me. 12 is missed. And that's me. Next up, Mithra.
Keeps. Can you hear me?
Yes?
Yeah, cool. Can I still access the logs that are holding the wood pillars that are holding the tunnel up next to me?
This one? Yes, you
Yep.
can.
I can? Okay, I want to knock those out.
Alright. Roll a strength check, please. You try your best, but they don't seem to budge. They are holding a tunnel up, so... You needed a 5 or higher to succeed.
That checks out. I'm just going to stay there and wait and try again. So, that's the end of my turn until next time.
Alright, cool. Next, the dwarves. They go heal the friends. These two are just unconscious. And they look to Divine Speaker. Do you need any help, lass?
Well, I mean, any tunnels you can close.
I will be doing that. And one of them heads over. The heavily damaged one just leaps over and knocks this tunnel closed. That one's closed. Next, Almir.
Okay, so the tunnels that are scribbled out are the ones that are currently collapsed.
Correct.
Do I have a view down into this one?
No, the box is in the way.
Okay. Could I make a perception check maybe to see if I hear any goblins and what tunnels they may or may not be coming down.
Sure. You can use fast perception or roll a perception roll.
I'll roll for it. Just hopefully I get higher than 14. Nope.
With an 8, you hear a clamor of scratching and gnawing, as though more goblins are coming. Which tunnels? Most likely the ones that are not blocked.
Okay, then I'll consider that my action and use my bonus action to move. What the? Oh. So it was there to 5, 10, 15, 20. To move my spiritual weapon there, waiting for anything to come out of these two holes.
Do you move?
No, just my spiritual weapon moved. I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, actually, the tunnels are collapsed on the right-hand side,
Yep.
aren't they?
So the tunnels are collapsed on the right hand. With a lovely shatter
so-
that my job there is done.
I'll just stay there. So I'll
Cool.
move just 5 foot and stay there, and that's my turn. Thank you.
Myrtle.
So the struts that are holding up the tunnels, are they one on either side of the mouth?
That's correct.
If I cast Shatter here, directly in the middle of this tunnel, will I collapse all three?
Yes, you would.
I do so.
So you cash. I will need to make saving throws because there are creatures within these tunnels.
Constitution rolls.
Constitution roll. I fail. They take damage. You hear screams as the tunnels collapse in front of them. But these tunnels are now shut.
15.
One is shut. Yep.
What are these things again, sorry?
They're stairs.
Uh-huh.
Stairs to climb
Okay.
up.
And I'll just walk brazenly over the corpse of this goblin on my way past. And maybe squish it in the eye.
Yep. You squish it in
That's
the eye.
right.
You hear the eyeball just burst
Gross.
like
And
a cherry tomato.
Sweet. That's my turn.
Back to the top. Line speaker. There's one
Okay,
goblin behind you.
there's one goblin behind me.
Yes.
Like, is it in the tunnel or is it just behind
No,
me?
he's just behind you. Came out of the
Okay. Any more in? I can't tell because I'm on a.
You're
mount.
mounted, so you're not able to go.
Okay.
The tunnel is very low to the ground.
Right. Can I kick it closed?
You can. Roll a strength check. It'll be an action to shut
Yep.
the tunnel. I don't think you can fail, right? No, I don't think you
No,
can fail.
I've got a +4. So
You have a plus 4. Okay,
Easy
so it's
flat.
guaranteed you've just kicked it closed. The one to your side, right?
yeah, the one just next to me. Yeah, I just kicked it closed.
So that one is closed.
Would that count as an attack for the purposes of Polearm Master?
I'll allow it.
It's a weird instance of player versus character knowledge. Because that would be overwhelming as a character to know that you are unstoppable.
Does it hit this goblin?
It does. This goblin is effectively dead. He already took the lightning.
Oh, okay.
That one is dead. Just drops down. I just stab it.
Kill.
He could not ride the lightning.
No, he did not. Do you just move down to the next tunnel, or move up to the bigger tunnel?
Oh, there's bigger tunnels. Yeah,
So
I'll.
these tunnels up top are much bigger.
All right, I'll. Yeah, I'll move over to those ones. I didn't realize there were bigger tunnels.
Yep.
Cool.
You can actually see down that tunnel from where you are, because it's effectively the size of a dwarf.
Is there anything coming?
Down that tunnel, it's pretty empty for 60 feet, even with dark vision.
Which I do not have.
You don't have dark vision?
Nope.
But because this is a brightly lit room, you can see down the edge of the map.
Okay. Cool.
So 10 feet in, there's nothing coming down that tunnel. But it has been littered with dead goblins.
Okay.
Alright, next. Goblins. More come out of the holes they come. 1, 2, 3. These goblins inside this particular wall are unable to get out of those tunnels, so they have to crawl back out. They attack this dwarf. I gotta hit him first. This dwarf is down. And these goblins try and attack these dwarves on the other side. One, that's a miss. And that one is a down dwarf. Next. Mithra. Your tunnel is now closed due to a thunderous shatter.
I would like to use all my movement and my, if you'll let me, my action as a movement
You can? Yeah.
to get however far I can into the next area.
Where you are, you can travel. How much? What's your movement speed?
30.
30 feet. So, and then you dash to there, or even make it to here. You can end up anywhere. 60 feet. Next to a goblin or away from a goblin?
I mean, at the moment I'm invisible, so
You are invisible.
it won't kind of.
There won't be any attack against you. They can't see you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like to go up there, and probably like as close to those barrels or crates.
Yep.
So away from, like, as far back, kind of, just making sure I don't disrupt anything. So make sure no one knows I'm there.
Yep.
And that's it. I'm just going
Okay.
to
Cool.
stay undercover.
Next up, the dwarves. Please help us! We don't have the strength to fight these goblins anymore. This one makes an attempt at attacking this goblin, but you can tell Divine Speaker that these are armored like the others. They seem to be wearing chainmail. They have a shield and a spear. These dwarves look haggard. And with their attempt, only one of them manages to hit this goblin, but he remains standing. Stupid dwarves! This is our forge now. Next up, Alnir.
Alright. Bonus action, my spiritual weapon will begin moving into the fray. I can move that far. And actually, I take that back because I'm going to double move myself. I'll move and then use my action to move. So I can move 50 feet. Up here, if I may.
Wow. Just charges straight through. I need
Yep.
you to do an athletics check to leap
Cool.
onto the box. 10's enough.
Cool. So Hjalnir and his spirit guardians, within 15 feet of him, move with him.
I'm just gonna put an aura on your figurine. How far is it? 15 feet?
15, yeah. And I'll just sit there pretty and wait for more gobos to come out of the tunnels and just get eaten alive.
Alright. Myrtle.
I'm gonna do some more of the same. I'm gonna 5, 10,
Shattermaster.
yep, 30. I'm gonna stand right here, and yell the incantation to shatter right in Mitra's face, not even knowing that she's there. Aim it here.
Oh no. Alright.
Oh, is this one, Mitra? You got that one closed.
No, a dwarf got that one close. The dwarf
Good.
is currently, he's unconscious. If you shatter there, he'll die.
Oh,
But that tunnel's
Well,
collapsed anyway. It's,
Yeah,
only,
but
it's the other
that
two.
tunnel is collapsed. It collapsed.
yeah, no worries. Well, seeing that, yeah, I'll definitely go out of my way to not shatter and cast it here, so it gets these two.
These
And-
two and the goblins.
Yeah.
Alright.
This one, will this one get hit? Because it only affects half of its square.
If you're doing it at the point on that corner,
Yeah.
it will not reach that goblin. 'Cause
Okay.
That's effectively this one. This square.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10 feet, right?
10 feet radius.
10 feet. Yeah, that'll hit this goblin.
Oh, cool.
If you put it here, that hits Mithra and the dying dwarf.
Don't want to do that.
Alright,
Purely
so
because of the dwarf's sake, because I can't see Mitra. Ooh,
16
Constitution saving.
Constitution. I fail. They take a beating. And those tunnels are now collapsed.
Cleaning house, team. Let's go.
Tractor, 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 digga, 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 and a dumper truck.
Alright. But these goblins are still up. They now see you, Myrtle. As a threat.
I see you, baby.
Alright, back to top. Divine Speaker.
Alright, I want to collapse this big tunnel.
Alright.
Oh,
The big tunnel.
Sorry, did those goblins die?
No, they're still alive.
Oh, that's totally my bad.
Alright.
So what do I need to do for this big tunnel, or?
The big tunnel will require a much higher check. But it's still easy.
Okay. So what? Just strength, or?
Roll a strength check, please. A
I'll do
natural
it.
20 is enough. Which big tunnel do you close? The one up top or the one on your right?
The one on my right, I'll go systematically.
So that one is closed. This one collapses all the way across, and you can even hear some sort of digging device get crushed underneath.
Oh, nice. They did have some sort of digging machine or like a mole machine or something.
Mole machine
Moment.
from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon.
The Technodrome. That's what it is.
The
Yeah.
technodrome. Just a drill with some wheels and a wagon. All right. Next up, the goblins. Good old goblins. I have to make a saving throw, right?
Yep, wisdom saving throw for those in my aura, and for any that pop out into it.
All right. Not a -4. It's only a -4. I'll keep the first roll. I'll just make it -1. A -4 is weird. I don't know how that happened, but they fail. Roll for damage. I don't know why I rolled twice either. Holy
20.
crap!
20 radiant.
20 radiant. They are cleansed.
My
From the-
spirits are getting more and more agitated.
Not knowing that Mithra is in front of them, this goblin pushes forward, bumps into you.
How do they know I'm there?
They don't.
They
That's why they're
don't.
running.
Oh.
They try
That's
and
where
move.
they run into you.
They run into
Oh,
you.
not knowing I'm there.
Yeah, not
Sorry.
knowing that you're there, they bump into you and they're like, "What did I hit? Nothing's here. Kill that thing. The turtle thing." Weird walls. So it goes around. Goes to Myrtle. And 2 attacks from these goblins. So just 1 each. I don't think that's gonna hit. Does a 13 hit you?
No, Myrtle's AC is 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
He said he'll be right back.
No worries. So that's the goblins' turns. I don't have any more tunnels to come out of, except for those. Ah, there's one tunnel there. This is not being closed yet.
Aren't there like heaps of tunnels at the top?
There are, but it takes time to get to that side.
Oh, okay.
Just think of like underneath this ground, there's like an underground network, and they still have to like move around and just magically go there. And these are tiny crawl spaces that they're like army crawling all the way across. Mithra.
Yep.
What do you do?
Oh, it's my turn already.
Yes, you're after the goblins.
Came quickly. 30 feet we can move diagonally, can't we?
Right.
So all of these tunnels up here haven't been collapsed yet, have they?
Correct. They haven't been collapsed yet. They're not big
Okay.
either. They're also small.
Okay. What I'd like to do, if I'd like to cast Erupting Earth.
Hmm.
Okay.
And I get to choose a point that I can see on the ground within range. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw. So I didn't want to have creatures in.
So each creature
So
within 20 feet.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to put it like in between the two tunnels.
It still
So-
reshapes the earth because I think
so
everything
here?
becomes difficult terrain because
Yeah.
chunks of earth are flying up.
No,
Yeah.
but it's a 20
Either
foot
way.
cube. So it's
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah, it gets two of them.
You'll get two of them.
That's the main game.
Yeah.
If I
Or you
can
get
do that.
three,
and-
technically, if you put it on this one. Centered
Yeah,
on
if
one.
I can get. Oh, yeah, if I pop over there and center it on that one. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try to get as many as possible.
Okay. Centered on one. You
Yep.
will just miss Almir. I don't
And-
really need to make a check because you're attacking the very ground.
Yeah. Really attacking anyone.
And you churn the earth, collapsing these tunnels.
So they all collapse?
The three of them, yes. Three of them collapse.
Yes, excellent.
The earth essentially erupts very explosively. You hear the ground underneath you tremble a little bit, but you are unaffected by the damage.
Does that... Because it wasn't... Is that still counted as an attack even though it wasn't directed at someone?
Correct.
It does? Okay. So my
You're also
invisibility
casting
will
a
drop.
spell, so that would...
Yeah,
your
that's true.
invisibility.
Yeah, cool. So I will just appear.
So Mithra just appears out of nowhere, right next to Halnir, and three more tunnels collapse. The dwarves' turn. What's with all the rumbling? Anyway, help the others! And this one cures this one. This one is unable to move. He's just too heavily injured. I need to make a death saving throw. He's fine for now. Next. Alnir.
Alright.
Three tunnels to go and two goblins to go.
Oh, that's right. We still have those two goblins down there.
Yep. Next to Myrtle.
Alrighty, boys. I will cast Scorching Ray.
Alright, go ahead.
First attack. Second attack. And
First
third
attack miss, second attack miss. Third attack is a hit.
Cool. So yeah, I was basically alternating between these two guys down the
one,
bottom, so
two,
just
one.
one of them.
Yep. So you hit with one of them. Roll for damage. 7 points of damage. This one's dead.
Right.
One left.
Bonus action, I'll move my spiritual weapon in to look threatening right here.
Yep. And Myrtle.
Time for some whapping.
You whap it. And what do you whap it with?
So I'm gonna.
It's in the name, isn't it? WAP. Ew.
I'm gonna cast Frostbite cantrip
Nice.
on this goblin straight in front of me, and I'm 6th level, so it is 2d6 and makes a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving. I fail. Roll your 2d6. He might die.
It is 11 cold damage.
And he's dead. Alright. Next. Back to the top. Divine Speaker. All the goblins have been slain. There are only 3 tunnels left.
Alright, I'll go ahead and try and collapse this tunnel. The one
Alright,
near me.
roll your
north of me.
athletics check, please. I mean, strength check.
Strength. Oof.
Oh,
Oh.
this one does not collapse. You try your best to take this down, but this is sturdy.
Damn. I really can't do anything else, I guess. I'll just stay here and keep working on this tunnel.
Alright. And the goblin's turn. One pops out of this. Sees Mithra. Goes for 2 stabs.
Is that within my aura?
It is just within your aura, so I need to make a saving throw first. I fail. Roll for damage. 16. He remains alive for the time being. And I attack Mithra, hopefully. Does a 17 hit your AC?
I believe so.
What,
With
no
mage
shields?
armor?
Actually, I do have mage armor, don't I?
You do.
It still hit.
Still hits?
Yeah, with a 17, yeah.
17? Yep. Alright. 9 points of damage on the first attack. 7 points of damage on the second attack. So 16 all. And another goblin appears out of this hole.
Wait. Get back in there.
And with its crossbow shoots you, Myrtle. I don't think I'll hit, but we'll see. No, I do not hit. Stupid thing, it's not working! Mithra, there's a goblin in front of you.
Yes.
There's also a hole behind it. What do you do?
I would like to cast magic missile. Ugh. So,
Yep. 3rd level.
Whoops. Well, I guess I'm casting as 3rd level.
I mean, you can take it back if you're not casting at 3rd level. 3rd level is 5 missiles.
Yeah, no, I meant I didn't mean to do that.
No worries.
Yeah, yeah. Can I go back?
Yep. So it's just the 1st level spell.
Yep.
Still the same damage.
Yeah, I just didn't want the extras.
Sure. You gotta roll
So-
one more.
Oops, sorry.
That's one. Ah, it's okay.
God,
3
I'm
again.
messing up my.
3 again. Wow. This goblin is dead. They were all targeting him, right?
How many did I have and how many hit him?
3 and 3.
Because I have 3 and I
Yeah,
hit him 3
3.
times, didn't I?
They auto hit magic missile.
Yeah.
There were 3. I'm just asking how many hit him.
I was just wondering if he died before the 3rd one hit, would it have hit behind him?
Yes. Because he died on the 2nd hit.
If he died on the 2nd, will the 3rd one have gone through, hit the tunnel, by any chance?
Yes, it would have hit the tunnel.
Did it collapse the tunnel?
No.
Yeah. Wishful thinking. But yeah, that's all I can do.
But
So
you can see that the little stick that's holding up the tunnel is quite damaged. It needs a light kick and it'll just fall down. Alright, next up.
can I just move?
You can?
I just want to move to there so that, and against it, so if anything comes out, it's not going to see me straight away.
Yep.
Cool.
Alright. Halnir, your turn. Make a death saving throw for a duel. It's fine again. Wow.
So which dwarves are down?
The one over here.
Oh, so just that one. Okay.
This one.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to him and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Yep.
Just a first level.
First level, he comes back. Heal for 9. Brother, thank you.
Get up, brother. We're not done yet.
He reaches out so he can stand.
Yep. Help pulling him up.
Pull him up. And is that all you're doing?
So is this goblin still up?
Yeah, that goblin's still up.
Okay, so my spiritual weapon will move towards it and give it a whack
Go ahead.
for my bonus action.
16 is a hit.
16. 7 force.
7, he's dead.
That's my turn.
Myrtle.
So it's just 2 tunnels left.
There's
Oh no.
3 tunnels left. There's one up here, one here, and one that Divine Speaker is currently working.
I'd like to cast Silent Image across the entranceway to the one due east of me.
Over here?
Yeah, it has a range of 60 feet. I'm gonna stand where I am and do that.
Okay.
That would block out light. Couldn't see through it.
Blocking out the light. So you're putting like a black screen there.
I want to make it look like there is a landslide, even though it doesn't sound like anything if there's anyone in the cave. In fact, I'll move forward, and if I get close enough, can I see any goblins inside?
You actually see 2 goblins inside there.
Goblins.
So use a thin view. You see 2 goblins.
I don't have. That's not a bonus action anyway. Okay. I'm gonna, with my mouth, make the sound of falling rocks. Make it look like there are rocks falling across and completely cutting off the tunnel entrance to them.
Okay, so you put an illusion there. So So
say it was my
that's an
fault.
illusion.
I'm convinced.
What do I need to be convinced?
If they touch it, they know exactly what it is.
Oh, okay. So at the moment,
Uh,
I'm convinced.
Well, it has happened with like very poor sound effects. So if you want to make, maybe if they want to make a wisdom check or something, I'm not sure. Up to you.
Sure, I'll make a wisdom check on both.
I mean, typically it's an int check, an investigation check to disbelieve an illusion. It says in the description of the spell, doesn't it?
It
Mhm.
does. It's investigation.
Yeah.
Correct.
Alright, cool. My investigation is higher than my wisdom saving throw. A 17 should be enough to know that it's not real. However, the one who knows it's not real is the one at the back. The one who thinks it's real is the one blocking his way. Was that all you're going to do?
There's not really much around except these lead-heavy boxes. I'm gonna. Where was I? I was about 30. I think I had enough movement if I move like as Mithra was doing, just to the side of the entranceway, in case they do come through.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
Alright, cool. Back to the top. Divine Speaker.
Trying to collapse the tunnel.
Keep digging that hole.
There we go.
Alright, that tunnel is now collapsed.
And that's it?
That is all. There are no enemies out. There is one tunnel that appears to be collapsed. And there's one last tunnel over here that just needs a slight tap to collapse it.
Which one?
The one in the corner.
Top left.
Top left.
Okay. I'll move over to there in case Mithra needs any help.
Sure. The goblin. Go! What do you mean go? Tunnel's blocked. No, it's not. Go! I don't trust you. Well, you're blocking my way. Just, I don't know, dig. Dig? I have bows. Well, I'll dig. Alright, fine, you dig. So that's our turn. Next, Myrtle. Mithra. Sorry.
Oh, nothing's come out of the hole yet?
No, nothing has come out of the hole.
Alright, I want to try to kick the weakened pole in.
Alright, so long
To
as you
collapse
don't
the
roll
tunnel.
a natural 1, you succeed. Roll a strength check.
Yay!
This has collapsed. It just drops down. It breaks apart, it drops.
I love that. You need a 5 and you roll a 3. You need a 1, you roll a 13.
I know. Alright, I'm going to turn around and kind of assess what's going on. Can I see anything?
Aside from dead goblin,
Yeah,
boxes,
pretty much.
you
Pretty
can
much.
pretty much see that there is. The job is done.
Okay.
All the holes are plugged. Roll an investigation check.
That not go through? Oh, there it is.
13, you believe all the holes are all plugged. Your job is done. You've helped these dwarves out.
That's a wrap. Good guy. Good work, guys.
That's a relief! We've been fighting these goblins for hours! Thank ye. Thank ye for all your help.
What do you have any plans for a permanent solution to your goblin infestation problem?
Well,
Because they'll dig through again eventually.
yes, we do. Our aviary has the majority of where the goblins are. As soon as we get rid of their camp in there, we should be rid of them completely.
I'm
However,
assuming
with the
it is-
tunnels, we'll have to make sure to fortify them. We'll need some smiths and proper stonework, stone masons. However,
I assume the goblin fortress is fortified as well. Like they've been there for a while, I assume.
aye, they have. They've been there for weeks. I don't even know how they got there. For some reason, we have been raided by goblins for weeks, months.
How did this all start? Like,
We were approached by one of the guilds down in the valley, and they were asking for joining them. We simply refused, as we want to be a neutral party in this side of the mountain. And then the goblins start attacking. We assume that they're the ones that has caused all this hullabaloo. So that's the dwarves' turn. Halnir, roll an investigation check.
Okay. I was going to say, since Mithra was next to me, did I not see her wander over and cast the spell?
Myrtle, you mean?
Yeah, Myrtle, sorry.
I'd say you did see the spell being cast, but so you know that particular tunnel has not been sealed.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's a pretty good illusion.
Okay. Then can I use my action to call out to Myrtle? Say, Myrtle, is that tunnel done yet?
Not quite, dear.
And I'll walk up.
Walk up, or do you just knock the supports?
Well, I can't walk that far, so that's as far as I can walk. My spiritual weapon, however, can move forward and have a whack.
All right. Make an attack roll. Yep, that hits. Roll for damage to break the supports. And that's the end of this encounter. With all the holes temporarily being plugged.
Clever work there, Myrtle.
Within the
This illusion
hole,
was
you
quite
hear
convincing.
the goblins. See, I told you it was closed. You hear scratching, but they can't seem to dig through.
Fine bit of deconstructiveness there yourself, Master Dwarf.
Hey, it's my spirit guardians. They always got my back.
I'm glad you've got mine.
Always, dear. Always.
Relationship.
Shani will look around and at the dwarves in particular and how haggard and sort of hurt are they?
All of them, with the exception of the one with the red dot on it, have one hit point. They
Oh,
look heavily war-torn. They're not even warriors. Most of them are craftsmen, smiths, Others are just stable hands, and they're more suited to wielding a bow and an arrow on mounted combat. Nothing close range like this.
I will drop my Spirit Guardians and cast Aura of Vitality.
Very nice. And you heal them up to a more healthy status.
It's 2d6 for 10 rounds.
Yeah. So.
Does that include us?
Yeah.
Includes one person each round. They can heal 2d6. So whoever needs it.
Please.
I'll take some.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Alright, roll your 2d6.
Eight.
Cool.
Alright, everyone heal for 8.
So
And
that's
with
4.
that, we'll end the session for tonight. I hope you guys had fun.